Best of luck.
Leather flanges. Well, it's not in the
it's all right.
No, no. That's it.
The airplane is known as Cookie. A little bit more to the left. I gotta get in.
I don't have.
Well, whatever you do, King, you always
No, there he is. I don't want to distract you. You're not here.
No, there's.
This is kind of bad.
Patrick? David Kane?
Pleased to meet you, sir. Pleasure.
Million miles up that way. Yeah. Where are you staying here? Are you here tonight? Yeah. Are you going to race today? Because I looked for you yesterday. I stuck a business card. But I didn't.
That level of restoration for a wreck?
Call this what a German car might call it. Right. They call it black with yellow.
I see. And the black is. Now, let me, wait a minute.
Hey, no, look, we're not finished. We're not finished.
It's right here.
Traction fenders and fine. How are you?
Oh, yeah. Well, we better do this. Well, Ken, look at this. Yeah, let's do
Ferrari is advertising.
That's how bad
They've caught on.
yes. And then they friends talked them out and said, no, it's very, very hard. Store it. Don't crash it.
She's always looking.
It is quite short. It's definitely not a long. The long is almost 6 inches long.
It looks a lot. It looks.
And of course 6 inches on a car this size.
Hold it right there. Gotcha. They hold the boot. Yeah, they lift the dot.
That's a massive.
Everybody likes them restored, but
Saw the Mercedes in front of me.
that's real character.
Friend's car, Arturo Flores.
I wouldn't know what. Tell me the story. What was this found?
This is George Winter's.
What a piece.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Good gas fire design into the. Yeah.
Oh, you being English.
This one gets the Michael Higgs Award for originality.
Look at the size of the valves in the portrait window. That's a huge valve.
A little bit more in the hand.
Too much.
¿Verdad que si tú se lo platicas a alguien es negro con rojo y te van a decir guácala?
At the end of the war, tell you a story about the bonds. Yeah. So now the Iranians are chasing.
For judging.
He's got on the car.
That's what you should do, you know, when you're well, let me get somebody in this and
I'll give him my theory is to get Frenchie looking for him. He'll be able to command those quicker than we can. Yeah, let me.
You don't have it goes down, but
Great.
Don't go. I'm putting on my stupid brace.
That's part of the story, Scott.
No, it's not him, but it sure looks like it.
Charles Howard has been Rolls-Royce immediately.
Oh, there.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Guys, beautiful color.
Hello, Bill.
Here, put this flaming cat on.
They're beautiful.
I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Yeah, he's in the red shirt.
Hi, how you doing? 1952 Ferrari Grand Prix car. In 1952, the Formula converted to Formula 2. And this particular car was used to contest the Formula Libre Championship, which was in effect the Formula 1 championship, but in point of fact, Formula 2 or the 2-liter series was the World Championship series. A car similar to this, with a 2-liter motor, went uncontested or undefeated in the World Championship racing in 1952. Ferrari cleaned the design up a little bit and then came back with the same 2-liter car and similar to this in 1953 and went undefeated again in 1953. A feat even Williams hasn't managed to accomplish in the modern era of Formula 1.
I don't remember the little one. Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah, that's what I'm working with. But there must be another.
It's not there was
A lot of people.
Rick.
Chrysler and Ford.
Donna?
The Briggs Cunningham Trophy, given in honor of a great American sportsman and awarded to the most exciting open car present, is sponsored by the Hachette Phillip Hockey magazines. This year we are privileged to announce that our honorary judges represent one of the most prestigious gatherings of automotive executives and designers ever assembled. Magazine, you may miss special announcements and events scheduled for the viewing room. Additional One of the highlights of the Concours is the Parade of Elegance at around 1:20 this afternoon. This is when the candidates for the Gwen Graham Memorial Most Elegant Awards will be viewed by the honorary judges. You can see the Parade of Elegance at the viewing ramp. For those of you who have just arrived, remember you must wear your admission ticket so it is visible at all times. If you have not yet purchased an admission ticket, you can do so at any entrance to the field. Thank you.
My recollection.
The Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance is a fundraising event for the United Way of the Monterey Peninsula and the Pebble Beach Company Foundation, a non-profit organization. So if you haven't purchased an admission ticket, please support our charities and buy one now at any entrance to the field. And don't miss the unusual exhibit of automotive art presented by the Automotive Fine Arts Society. The art, created by leading automotive artists, is offered for purchase and can be viewed at the gallery tent located at the end of the field.
Yes. Tweezers, those things, hold up the cam sprockets. You have the cams and heads off.
Visit the Hunting World shop, located this weekend through Monday in the Cambridge Golf Collection in the middle of the shopping promenade, adjacent to the Pininfarina prototype Dream Cars display on the front lawn.
Michael.
Oh, I wish you were here earlier. Mr. Tom Brown now. We all miss him. And we'd love to hear about Simon Johnson. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Brake lights? Yeah. Brake lights? Yeah. Flasher? Yes. Flasher dog?
Cellular One has generously donated the use of their cellular telephones. Our thanks to Cellular One.
Other side? Other side. Flasher on the other side? Flasher here, I haven't seen the flasher on the left yet. Alan, what flasher is on up there? That's the flasher. Okay, we got it. Got it on this side. Good, Alan, you got it.
Fog lights, switch lights.
Yep, fog lights, go.
If we had them, we would. But we wouldn't go to.
This is all new in the last couple of years. I come up here for a lunch or two. This is where they feed the entrance.
I noticed they've extended the grandstands all the way down to 10 living rooms.
Well, I think as much for anything as for the real racing. Just be careful.
Waving yellow flag in turn 10. I'm sure you did with the dusting. You could have already taken your eyes off of where the flag station was and committed yourself to the corner. Have a couple of glasses. Hi.
Say thank you to Scram. What's Scram? Scram is really a bunch of local citizens who have stepped forward on a volunteer basis. We're entrusted to maintain the Laguna Seca Raceway. We built the raceway in 1957. In the early 70s, we created a park. Despite what a lot of people will tell you, the raceway created the park. The raceway came first. We only rent here. All we do is responsible on a volunteer basis to keep it local, so that you can come and enjoy our beautiful world. This is our home. We cherish this. My antique car you used this weekend, because mine is the track. In 1974, a man came to town and he said, "May I rent the facility on the Saturday before the Concours de Laguna?" Well, there was only 3 of us in the room. Bob Bugle, who now raises emus down by in Arizona. That's true, by the way. And myself and Steve Earle. Sounded good to us. It sounded like it tied in with the Concours. So I came up with a clever formula on how much he would pay. The first year, he knew it was too much. And about 3 years later, my people knew it wasn't enough. In all seriousness, when Steve suddenly became active and started his event moving, he suddenly became a member of Scram, whether he likes it or not. Because he's just like all the members of Scram. He does his very best to give you the world's finest vintage weekend here. He does everything first class. In other words, he operates my home the way I would like it to be operated. So he became one of us, whether he likes it or not. Somebody in this organization passed on not too long ago. Steve was up here to do what he could. Whenever we schedule a motorcycle, be it Bernie Ecclestone in a world event, we always take into mind Steve and his vintage people. By the way, at the first meeting, you weren't vintage, you were old cars. After the 3rd year, when it was going real good, you then became vintage. Old disappeared. You may not realize, you realize there are a lot of special events in the Monterey Peninsula. This weekend has become the #1 spectator tourist weekend on our peninsula. You outdo the golf tournament. That may get more publicity because of national television. You're first. Steve, the Monterey Peninsula Chamber of Commerce and the Visiting and Convention Bureau, they didn't tell me to say that. I think they know that I know it. But seriously, this is from them and their appreciation for everything you've done here. We have a proclamation from the city of Monterey, signed by the mayor, Dan Albert. I won't take your time to read it, but again, it's thanking, in fact, it sends here. Whereas the Monterey Historic Automobile Races, give yourself a hand, are recognized as the finest historic vintage automobile event of its kind in the United States and possibly the world. At the end of the first event, there was 59 entries. There was official entries, racing entries. There was 8, what were they? Entries of interest or something, whatever you call them. There was I think there was about this many people there, seriously. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. You know, he didn't go home and retire. He wasn't wealthy. And I figured out the problem. There's the ticket from the first race. You didn't charge enough. That's what it was. It cost $10, by the way, to go to the first race. And over here on the right is a copy of this ticket, which is $11 to get it this time. It says, the members of the Sports Car Racing Association of the Monterey Peninsula, yes, Scramp does mean something, that's our official title, recognizes and honors Stephen Earle on the 20th anniversary of the Monterey Historic Automobile Races, 1974 to 1993. Your commitment to excellence has established the Monterey Historic Automobile Races as the premier event of its kind in the world, a benchmark by which all others are measured. Thanks for taking us along for the ride, the members of Scranton.
And we all know where the support is. How about a big hand for Debbie?
Thank you for giving us the time to do this, and here's Steve. It's your show now. By the way, in all seriousness, we at Scramp, we thank you very, very much every year for coming. And I don't know if we've taken enough time to say this. If there's something wrong, if we haven't been good hosts, tell us. We'll do our best to improve. Again, this is our home. We want you to enjoy yourself. We want you to leave all your money. Have a good time.
Well, I don't know. Thank you very much, Ed and Dick. I could tell you tons of stories, and you'd be here for sure until sundown. But it is true. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do all this stuff. You know, 20 years ago I did. I walked in, and Ed is the one who really gave support to an idea that was non-existent at the time. There wasn't anybody doing that. There were people running cars and so on, but the idea was to, in a sense, go public with it. There were people who didn't own these cars. We were the lucky ones, the 50 or 60 of us that were here, and we were having a great time, and the whole idea was that there were people, enthusiasts out there that were looking through the fences and loved the cars as much as we did, but we were the ones that owned them. Just as we all looked through the fence at some point in our lives. So the only concept was to share them with everybody. And that is the role that you all have played all of these years and made this event. So whatever I did was simply like the match, but it was the Scramps, all of the people that worked for them, all of the participants, everybody that's helped in 20 years is an awful lot of people, but that's what made the event and got us through 20 years. So there were people who are no longer with us. How many remember Owen Hunter? He used to control that paddock and get us parked, and no matter what, wonderful guy. Lee Moselle, of course, who left last year and gave it a good go. But then there are those that are still with us. Number one is Peter Talbot. He may not be with us this year, but he's still with us and he'll be back next year. I think his influence and guidance has been insurmountable. We are not without our own thanks, and it's, I guess, my turn. I would like Dick Lee to come forward, and it's my turn to read something. Where are you, Dick? Can't run out now. benefits of Monterey Historic 1974-1993. Presented to Scranton. We acknowledge your help and support over 20 years to ensure the success of Monterey Historic and bringing automotive history to enthusiasts from around the world. Presented with our sincerest thanks from all the participants. General Racing, August 22nd, 1993.
Thank you, Steve, and I accept this on behalf of our hundreds of volunteers who work tirelessly and with great energy for all the events of Laguna Seca, and especially this one. Thank you very much.
On the track, as you all know, we would not be able to have done what we've been able to do without the help of the San Francisco region of the SCCA. I would like you to give them an enormous round of applause. They continue down below. I would like Gary Pitts to come forward, please. Gary, I would like you to accept this on behalf of the SCCA from all of us. It says, presented to the SCCA San Francisco region. Your contribution to the safety and success of the Monterey Historic Automobile Races comes second to none. You have made 20 years of pleasure possible for more enthusiasts than you will ever know. Presented with our sincerest thanks on behalf of all of them.
Steve, it's a pleasure and an honor to accept this on behalf of San Francisco region of the SCCA. You know that we have three groups of workers out there. We have scrap workers, we have SCCA workers, and we have your own HMSA workers. All of these people are very competent, they are very experienced, and they're very professional at all times. With a team like that, you can't go wrong. Thanks, Steve.
On a personal note, I'm going to digress for 1 second. I would like Ed Wagner to come up here for a minute. He went around for a drink. It's going to drive these guys nuts, you know. Ed, this is just something that if anybody should have this one, you get the second one. This is very special from all of us, but for me as well to say thank you very much. You took the chance when it was really nuts. So here you go.
Again, thank you to all for coming, and Steve, thank you for the idea, really. It went from there into, we at Scram, this is also our fun weekend. You may not realize, but we have our own little special party during this event. This is special for us. This is the one way we thank a lot of our volunteers, because Steve and his vintage people are here.
Well, I think 1993 was probably the best performances by all groups almost ever. An absolutely outstanding weekend. And you have my deep thanks, you have Peter Talbot's deep thanks, and you should be very, very pleased with yourself. It was, I thought, an extremely clean, well-driven, enjoyable weekend from all of those who watched standpoint. So really are certainly the class of the 20-year field. We had the best weather. I think one of the best displays we've ever had, which we thank Miller enthusiasts who brought their wonderful cars and shared that with us. It's certainly something that we've never had before. I want to mention that, is Eddie Evans here by any chance? Eddie Evans, are you here? He left? Okay. I just want to tell you about this guy briefly. I really don't want you to stay after because he freezes to death, but I got a phone call last Friday while I was up here. I didn't get the message until late Friday. Just said, message from Eddie Evans. I've got 1935 Miller. I just read about this in the paper, and can I come out? And didn't say where he was. It just was an 812 area code or something. So by the time I got back to him on Sunday morning, I called his house, and his wife answered the phone and said who I was. She said, "Oh, Eddie's out fixing the pickup. Just in case you said it was okay, we could come out." I said, "Well, where are you?" "Well, we're in Indiana." I said, "Sure, you can. Well, we'll be there Thursday. We'll be there Thursday." Thursday night when we shot that picture down there, Eddie's car was right in the middle of it. Came all the way out. Pretty good. We should begin our awards this year. I think we should start with the Automobile Magazine Award for True Spirit, since we're in that frame of mind at the moment. And I want Larry Crane to come up and present the Automobile Magazine Tough Choice Award. Figure out who it was that really drove their car here. Driving a car is not having someone else driving the pickup, you sitting in the car, in the trailer, coming from wherever it is.
Okay, as one of the vintage people, I'll speak for all of you. Let's thank Steve for changing most of our lives in the last 20 years. For the best. One of the guys that's here was there when it was As It Was, and was a co-founder of As It Was, and still tries to do this as it was. When Steve started this, the idea was to save old racing cars and let's see them in action, alive, not sitting on the grass somewhere. Here's a guy who not only did it then, but he's tried to keep doing it now. And in the paddock, he's still trying to have a 1953 Cal Club party. It doesn't happen very often with 45-foot transporters all around the place. Just to make the point that Automobile Magazine's The Way It Was trophy is for a guy who feels the way it was. This guy is getting competitive about the way it was. And a lot of those guys here, the list Debbie faxed me about the guys who were going to drive their cars here is getting longer every year. And they're getting competitive about who wants to get this trophy. Well, this guy brought his TC that he's owned since it was new. And he towed his three-wheel Morgan behind it. Steve Allen Moss was one of the starters of this whole tournament. He even sits back in 1948 and you're trying to walk here from there. Al said the good news was it climbed the grade in third gear, pulling this silly Morgan behind it. And he's invented a crowbar for PCs can pull Morgans. You can buy them in his shop. Okay? It's a fold-up crowbar. I really did this only as a spoof to all my friends with the 40-foot semis. But I had so much fun doing it, and I found you really don't need a trailer and a pickup truck and all that, so I'm going to do it next year. So thank you, guys, and thank you, Steve and Larry.
You're wearing my Dickie Bagger's hat. Why? It's never cast a shadow over so much in its life. There you go, Ernie. See how much fun racing used to be? We still have a lot of work to do here. I'd like to have Cy Evans present the 10 Miles Award. Back in the good old days time here, you all know Cy owned the MGR2 and R1. And now presents the 10 Miles Award.
We have a penny of the R1 and the R2. But Ken and myself driving both of the cars, and I prevailed on it. It took me 4 years to get to allow us to give another trophy. But this is a memorial award for Ken for the best presentation of an under 51cc car. I wish the Roscoe car was not a 60. But the car that I felt, he left this all up to me, is the Baker 550 55 Porsche driven by Dan Baker.
I understand you're his younger brother. Yes, you can take that for him. No wonder Dan's such a nice guy. Dad, just keep it tight for him. You show him that every once in a while, will you? A number of years ago, when we picked Ford Motor Company to be the featured mark, a friend of mine and a wonderful automotive enthusiast, Tom Center, got so excited about it he just couldn't stand it. He'd been a writer for Peterson Publishing and became editor of Popular Hot Rodding, and went to work for Ford Motor Company in the media relations department. And this was something that was just right up his alley. He raced at Bonneville and did all the neat things and really loved cars. And unfortunately, Tom was diagnosed with cancer just prior to the year starting with Monterey, and that year, which was 1982. And he worked on this thing like crazy, and he got Ford Motor Company here, and he got a great display of Ford cars together and really put everything into it. And we had a wonderful year. Following the event, he unfortunately had to return to the hospital, and it didn't work out. Ford Motor Company, the next year, instituted the Ford Motor Company Thomas W. Center Memorial Trophy to be presented to the most representative Ford or Ford-powered car at the Monterey Historic. I would like to have Marguerite Center, Alexis and Karen, please come up and help me. Normally, John Kleiner is here before the Motor Company to help. He's not able to be here today, and so he asked me if I would assist and present this award. Now, like all of us, I've been saying things about kids and the next generation, and this is 20 years, and these were little kids the first time I saw them, and we're losing the battle here. But the first thing is I want you to hold this thing first. How do you make that look so easy? This year, the Thomas W. Center Award goes to Jim Hurlinger, the Baldwin Lake Respect.
I just want to say that it's an honor to receive the trophy. It's great. I want to thank Steve and Debbie and all the crew for another great event. I want to thank Ford for another great second. And I want to thank Sonny and Pat Kenyon for keeping the Baldwin stored in that garage for 30 years till I came along.
Boy, it's like good here, you know? Yeah. Hi, Bill. I'm still dressed. Sorry. I don't know how many of you remember that dress for a minute. The first year, this is a newspaper section that Auto Week put out. The event hadn't even happened yet. We hadn't done anything. And there was a guy that worked with me then named Dick Vanderfeen, who later went on to become public relations and press management for IMSA for a number of years. And, you know, one of these years people bring you stuff and you find things. Anyway, I just thought it was pretty good. We had this thing is about, I don't know, 10 or 12 pages in Auto Week. We'd never had 10 or 12 pages in Auto Week. I mean, when we got real cars and the thing was terrific and all this good stuff, we didn't get this. But anyway, they certainly helped us kick it off because from that came a lot of inquiries, and we were just trying to get the word out. So we thank Auto Week for having stepped up early on, and they're still with us and still doing their stuff. But I don't know that many of you realize that they really got on the bandwagon and helped out when it was kind of uncalled for. So thanks, Auto Week. Good for that. We might as well have our first annual glitch, which the Monterey Historic Awards, which we do for, there used to be the, whatever that company was, that we give this award now for both pre-war and post-war. The Monterey Historic Award is presented for outstanding restoration or presentation in both pre-war and post-war categories. And we don't have the cups here anywhere. We went around and looked, and we don't know what happened to them. So I guess we'll have to either find them or make up some new ones. So the recipients can still come up and pretend like they get something, but it's the way it is. You know, it's one of those deals like television. You know, here it is. Thank you very much. The pre-war winner is Tom Price, the 1932 Alfa Romeo 8C. And if not, we won't tell them that it all happened since we don't have anything for them. And the post-war winner is Mac Archer with the 1970 McLaren MHC. All right, Mac is here. True California style, looking like your spiffy doctor. All right. talked to his wife, he's starting to dress like his car. Yeah, all you girls, you love, you don't care what he's wearing. It's okay, Mac, you'll get old someday. None of us will be here, but you'll get old someday. We probably ought to jump right into our Laguna Seca Cups, which used to be the old Die Hard Award. That was the other company that's, well, they got in real serious trouble there for a while. We draw a position sort of in our way of thumbing our nose at victory. And, you know, no big salutes when we win. So, got another one? Debbie's ruthless. She makes me stand out in the sun like this all the time. Breakfast. This is for the whatever position it is that's going to get one of these cups. We don't cheat. All right. Fifth. Who knows whether they finished fifth or not today? No, there are only 14 races. Oh, listen now. We're gonna line you up, and I know. You guys have been seeing me carry around that sample pack of KMS stuff that Jamie gave away up there in Portland, and as I told the Prime Ticket guys, it's great. I've been using it for years, and Jamie owes me a huge thank you. Big deal now. Sales are booming. Rogaine is collapsing. Fantastic. You can buy 6 new cars. He was at the auction last night. Okay. The thing is supposed to make you go faster. You know, it's like swimmers. They put on a cap and they go faster. They wear these slinky suits, you know, and they can zip through the water, you know. I've been getting progressively slower every year. Okay, 5th place. George Wingard. Is he here? He may well be at Concours, but last year it was a show part watch. This year, hey, you know, it's a cup. George brought down his 1914 Mercedes again, which is a fantastic machine, and so fate smiles, and we will save that cup for him. So, not here, doesn't get it. In Group 2A, Dick Rydell. He's a judge at Pebble Beach, so. We've been decimated by the Concours again. Okay, Dick Rydell, not here. We may get to switch numbers here pretty quick. Not a bad idea. Clint DeWitt here. Clint DeWitt with the 356 coupe. Nope. Well, okay, tell you what. Let's go back to 6th. Okay, 1A. Bill Freeman. See here? Brian Disberg. Yeah, much better. Now, you have to line up over here because this is the beginning of the class of 93. So. Ted Thomas here. All right. No way. We wouldn't give that up for anything. Ron Butler in the MGR2. Miles NGR2. Miles in drivers at Pebble Beach. Okay. Lori Alexander here, driving R1. They must have gone over there and had an assault on the old track. Okay, we'll work our way down here. Cy Lorette's here. Well, this is the world's slowest class. This class is going to get one more shot, and then we're not going to deal with them the rest of the day. Under any circumstances. Gerald DeVore. Might say you get a show party hat with this, you know. Yeah. Should we go back to fifth one more time?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Rick Cannon here, 4A. No? No, how do you know no? Bruce Trennery. Sponsors guy. All right, we did much better with 6. Maybe we ought to do that.
No.
Bill Janowski.
Yes.
He can't possibly be at the Concours. There he comes.
Yes.
I know. The Maserati, the Beetle, and what's the other one? Tatum, styling design.
It's okay as long as
Bert Skidmore here. Here's Bert. All right, Lois, pick it up. Yes. Woo. You would do anything. No. That's no good. No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Bert isn't here.
Nice to meet you. Take care.
You can't do that.
I'll talk to you in a couple of days.
Why don't we, did you do that, or?
No cop.
Terry Hefty here. All right. I'm going to give this to Mac Archer in a minute. This is, come on guys, got to think faster than that. You won't be able to drive home. Phil Riley. 5th place. No? Ah, working too hard. Bill Perone. Yeah. Reg Howell. See, they always say those cars are so much fun to drive. There's one guy here that's standing up. I'd be down to me here in a minute. I'm next. Byron Sanborn. No. Yo! Reg. My partner. All right. Yeah, right on. Yeah. I don't care. I love the Wolf hat. I think it's terrific. I like the car too. Bill Watkins here? Gotta be here. All right. Stan Andrews. Stan Andrews. Yep. All right. I'm giving this hat up. Boy, this is going to gradually after for a long time to get this back. We have sort of an annual deal. You know, I passed him last year and he passed me this year. You know, so if I've got his hat, I got a chance. Maybe I'll pass him once next year. Yeah, right. Stan Hundley. All right. All right. Big Kettlebrock. Yeah, I got it close.
Must be a dive.
Jeffrey Pattinson here. You'll never understand this in England, but Jeffrey not here. Norm Lawson. All right. This one's really gonna hurt. This is a tough one. Jamie Mazzata. They got in big trouble now.
What Mr. Earl doesn't realize that if Steve would have started 18 years ago when I started KMS, he would have had a lot more hair. But as of July 9th up at Portland, when we gave him samples, he has 23 new hairs on his
You got that right. Can-Am Group, Brian Blaine. No? Not here? Ah. Lynn Larson. All right. that's the class of 1993, and these are our big-time winners. Thank you all very much for joining us. You did great. All right. Now we'll do the show part awards, which are presented for outstanding presentation and performance in each group. And as we've said in the past, the winner of these awards is really a simple representative of each group. It is absolutely not possible to say one of those cars is better than another. If you could stand and watch, I noticed today a lot of you were up here from yesterday's races watching and so on, and those of you that did watch the races, you know that that's true. In every single field, all of the cars are so good. So the winners of these awards really must consider themselves simply the representative of the group. Fortunate enough to get the award, but is really the representative of the group. Bill Furman, I'd like to have him come up and say a couple of words, and then they can go to work here and help us present these.
Thanks, Steve. Well, from Brescia to Monterey, I have to say the word is that Steve-O is a gentleman, and I think we can all appreciate that. In 20 years, I think you've made a lot of great friends, and Chopard is really happy now to be amongst them. I hope we'll be able to continue this for another 20 years. I'd also like to thank all of you. You've made a wonderful, wonderful experience for us. And each year, it makes us want to come back again. You supported us, and thank you very much.
The winner in Group 1A, Greg Johnson, from Irvine, California. Killer race car. Absolutely. I love it. Goes in the trailer, you can turn it around in this trailer. It's great. Group 2A, Ben Bragg, Salem, Mass. Ben Bragg here. Okay, we'll hold that one. For Group 3A, the recipient of the Chopard Watch is Bill McKinley, Alaska. The recipient in Group 4A is Jack McGregor, the Not mistaken, that was the car that John Perona had back east. And Bridgehampton area, or yeah, Bridgehampton, all those early races. In Group 5A, Bob Baker, but since he took Dan Baker's prize, we probably ought to just hold this give to Dan, right? Well, you probably get it. You have to give it to him. Bob Baker's birthday Maserati. Group 6A, Bill Morton. Got the Lola working. Group 7A goes to a guy who car broke 2 years ago and he's been trying to get pieces together. He hasn't driven the thing for years and months. Shows up on the scene and does a terrific job, and he's one of the guys that really started that whole group and got those cars, and is really our #1 main guy for the old Formula One stuff. Warren Sankey. Now you can come out, we'll make a deal with you later. In Group 1B, Byron Riker. A hard time saying that. My car, unfortunately, this weekend, somebody climbed in it and decided to sit down on the back deck, so it now has reverse wing in the back Jag. I'm not thinking Happy Jaguars.
Great pack!
Steve didn't want to wear mine with 10 under any circumstances.
In 2B, Rick Crouch, Devin Armini. Rick Crouch here. Little red Devin Armini. No, God, he worked so hard all day. In 3B, Ron Cressy. Before that,
The baby blue guy. Turn him over. He's got 2 blue lines on both sides. Don't grab the tail. He'll let it go.
he's not here. Okay. Okay. What do you mean his mother's here? How can you never send your mother down here to get this? Only in Italy do they do things like that. Your mother stands out there by the highway for hours waiting for you to drive by. Never happened to me.
No self-respecting California kid wouldn't know that.
All right. okay, steak time, we're not. Your kid's the same way, I know it. All right. We'll go home and call my mom. In group 4B, it's getting scary. Paul Reinhardt. I'm going to get out of this happy old man, working my way back up. It's tough, but I'm doing it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, has Daryl's got his signature? It's his hat. Ooh. You be sure to give that to Paul? God, love made in heaven. Look at his combo. In group 5B, that was a great group to pick. The first three cars sounded like P-51s. Not sure what that meant. The other cars all sounded like 1600cc real motors. I'm not deaf. We eliminated the group once before. The winner, the recipient of the show part award goes to Fred Yeakel and the Cheetah.
Oh, yeah!
Great presentation, great performance.
I want to thank Steve because I came out here in 58, or 78, and I restored my 57 and brought it back and raced it.
Have participated for 20 years in every event. All 20 years. Down to only 3. I'd like to have David Love, Lou Cellier, and Steve Patience come up. This is not for Skidmore's mother. It's your daughter.
It was about this time last year when Lou and Steve and I were standing about this place, thinking that, yeah, we may actually survive long enough to make 20 years and be back this year, and how great that would be. But the easy part is to be here every year and have a good time. The real accomplishment is to invent this thing, to organize it, and to do it right for 20 years. And for the two people who did that for us, for all of us, we really wanted to bring something special this year. So we asked a friend and a longtime participant and artist, Walter Thomason, to do a special piece to commemorate the occasion. And I'd like to ask Wally to bring that painting up at this time. The plaque on it reads XKC050, which is the serial number of the Earl's C-type. And the inscription reads, presented in appreciation to Stephen and Debbie Earl at the 20th anniversary of the Monterey Historic Automobile Races, presented on behalf of all the participants, past, present, and future, August 22nd, 1993. So Steve and Debbie, 20 years.
Thank you very, very much. I don't really have anything to say other than just thank you all very, very much for all of your nice words and so on, but for your participation. It's been great. Thank you. Next year, as you said, the program is August 28th. We are a week later than this year. We picked a golf tournament earlier, Pebble Beach, and ourselves will be the weekend of the 28th. The mark will be with the program is Ferrari next year. And we will see you again. Thank you very much.
guess I'm getting to like the way this track is now more and more.
Yep.
About to lap this.
It should be a good one for Terry to get both of them in the same frame. dark, no shiny wheels. The others both have shiny wheels. Guess which area is the one that's southwest.
Surely that's enough.
Well, I'm looking at the clock to check what his time is. The clock inside the camera. Seca. This is a silent film.
last spring, and he's a SCCA driver, drives a Group 3 prototype Acura. And the car apparently first went to
He'll be back in a minute 45.
Yeah, see if you can see what. Give him a little few laps to get the car warm. Get some times for Daddy.
Well, this was the best weekend in years. Can't imagine next year.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. There'll be so many people around. It'll be crowded and hectic. It'll be pretty exciting because it won't be a once-a-decade kind of thing, but boy, it's going to be a zoo.
Happy birthday to you.